Alright, let's do
Alright.
this. Ding, 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 ding,
Rock 'em,
ding.
rock 'em and sock 'em. There you go. Alright, so we're covering Double Dragon 4 a few months after it came out, but better late than never. I've been wanting to cover this game, well, LGO 207B. We want to cover this game because it came out of nowhere, really. They announced it, and then it came out, I think, what, a month or so later? Like, it was that close, from what I remember. And
Now,
I was super excited. I quickly added it to my wish list, and you know, I waited to the day of when it was going to come out, because I think it was, what, 18 years? Something crazy between Double Dragon 3 and Double Dragon 4. We thought that was the end of Double Dragon.
So this isn't a legit sequel in our remake.
It is a legit sequel, however, it does take like a lot of the graphics from number 2. It takes the look
and it's definitely
of number
like
2.
it's
for sure.
Yeah, if I went into this game knowing nothing, I would have been convinced that it was an HD remake of the actual
exactly
Double Dragon 4.
Double Dragon 2.
Especially since my memory is
remake.
fuzzy on the fact that, I don't know, maybe Double Dragon had like 5 sequels and only 3 of them came out.
Well, the thing is, depending on where it was released, it had a different look. So like the arcade game came out obviously first, and it has a different look than the NES version, but people grew up with the NES version, and some people believe that the first one was the best one. You know, and from there, and from there they sort of deviated. Then number 2, you know, there was a totally different look, and then number 3 had a different look in the arcade versus the Nintendo release. Very different, you know, the story got changed too in the porting. I'm not really going to go into that, but this is like the first Double Dragon game that came out on all the major systems. It never happened. It used to be Nintendo or arcade. Now, there's a lot to also, there's a lot to talk about in this game. It plays a lot like Double Dragon 2, but they've changed it so that each button has, the jump button now has a separate key, so you can jump without, you know, having to press both the B and A on an NES controller.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah, which, you know, to refresh Nick's memory, I showed him, and mine as well, I have to admit. So the controls are a little bit easier. It does still feel NES-y. It doesn't. It definitely
and
feels
it definitely
like
has that
time.
difficulty of
Yeah.
of the classic.
Well,
Double
the
Dragon
story is a
games.
bit more modernized. Like if you remember the older games,
They had like
it was pretty basic. Like, oh, she got stolen. Oh, we're gonna get her. Or no, they got away. This is, they actually have like sports cars in the cutscenes, so it feels a little bit weird. That's what I remember when we were playing this game originally. It's not a super long game. I think there's 8 to 10 chapters, and when we played it a while ago together, we got to the second last stage. I still haven't beat it. But what I really like this game. I think it's great that they came out with a number 4, but I still feel like, even though the backgrounds are different and they really took a lot of the characters more from the number 2.
In a way, this game kind of feels like Mega Man 9 or 10.
It really feels like a fan game with a bit more polish. You know, like some fan took some assets and then thought, hey, I'm going to make my own Double Dragon 4, which has been done. But this is the official Double Dragon 4.
The official, legit Double Dragon 4.
The other thing after having number 3, I loved flipping over people and throwing them across.
Yeah,
and that's the biggest thing I really miss about this game.
Yeah,
and I
they
think
didn't have that.
They kind of played it safe. Even though they had the original designers for this game,
they kind of just played it safe. And
they could have done like a really elaborate game. Now, even though it has some of the designers from the original games, music also I found like they regurgitate a lot of the music instead of trying to write like a lot of new themes. It was like redone themes.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like going off of your nostalgia.
It's sort of like if I had to make the saying, it's kind of like The Force Awakens, in which it was trying to play it safe by aping some of the plot elements from the other Star Wars movies.
Yeah, it's like, remember that? Remember when? Remember that?
Yeah, but here it's more like, you know these graphics? You hear these songs? We have the classic Bobo, and then we have the green
I don't think think the sounds, like some reviewers were like the sounds, they don't feel modernized. I don't think that's even it. It just feels like it's a new adventure, but at the same time, like there's no new moves. There's, you know, they don't have the same skills that they had in number 3.
I guess
that's what I feel like.
I guess what we're trying to say is that this, instead of like being like this huge
Totally
modernized sequel that we were feeling, like
Yeah.
it felt more like they just dug this under in a time capsule and then unearthed it 17, 18 years later.
It feels like they tried to update it, like they were going to update it almost, and they're like, wait, we may alienate fans, so we're going to put as much fan service as possible. You know, it's like those berries from, the member berries from South Park. Like,
Yeah.
remember Han Solo? Remember Chewbacca? What was the other thing that they say? I thought they said something, oh, I remember. And it's like, that's what this game reminds me of. It's like, it sort of, if you don't like Double Dragon, you're really not probably going to care for this game unless you like beat 'em ups. But like, it really sort of preys on your memories, and
Yeah, and if this is like your first Double Dragon, then maybe it might get you.
you
into
might
the
be
Double
okay
Dragon
with it.
franchise.
But then you probably will go back to the other ones and be like, hey,
Isn't this literally just the same game?
I think with the characters, if they added like DLC for more characters in the battle mode, because that's the other thing, they brought back the battle mode from the first Double Dragon, which is cool, but
Which is pretty much like the precursor to literally every fighting game ever, if you think about it.
well, beat 'em up. Yeah, but I mean,
Well,
yeah,
like
for sure.
no, like the one-on-one fighting in Street
Yeah.
Fighter.
Yeah. There's not really combos so much in this one because you can't really, you can
Combo.
grab people. Well, yeah, that's what Street Fighter initiated, the original
Yeah.
Street Fighter 2. A lot of fighting games didn't have combos until that came out. So, pretty much, I really like it, but I think they could have taken a lot more risks with this. Played it fair. Backgrounds are nice. The music's okay because it's all the lead tunes. But I think if they're going to do a Double Dragon 5, they have to like totally, you know, start from
Take
the ground
risks.
up. Yeah, take a huge risk. And I think the reason why they didn't is because they released a Double Dragon trilogy on Steam and like it bombed. It was, I think like a 3D version, or no, not that one. There was another Double Dragon remake of 2. I think.
Yeah,
And it bombed so bad, like everywhere. I think it was only on PlayStation,
Yeah, it was the
only
one
on
where you could
consoles.
upgrade your fighting moves. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and like it was blocky, the controls were blocky. So I think that's why they took this safe bet with the license,
And who
it's
knows,
a shame.
maybe they'll slowly but surely incorporate.
I mean, it'd be awesome if this game got DLC. I don't know how well it sold, but I've grew up with Double Dragon. I'd say I'm a pretty decent fan of the series. So hopefully, you know, they come back, start some new memorable music. But I found the music outside the classics. Like there might be 1 or 2 new songs, and they're not memorable. Unfortunately. I mean, it's a fun game. Maybe $5 or less. I think I got it brand new, but. $5 is the max because the game is very short, and even the challenges afterwards, you have to love that kind of thing. It's not a long game to beat. I think it's maybe an hour or so,
Yeah.
maybe 90 minutes. So
I only recommend this game for either Double Dragon fans, fans of old retro games, especially
Yeah.
this one, because this is pretty much, this is to Double Dragon what Mega Man 10 and 9 were. And I would also recommend this to fighting game fans, beat 'em up fans. Other than that, give this a pass.
yeah, but I remember I got it. I was like so excited. I got it late at night, and I played it for like 5 minutes. And I kept thinking, like Double Dragon 4, Double Dragon 4. And then a day or two later, I was
Then
like,
the disappointment came in.
well, no. Once you see more of the game, and you're like, oh, that's it. There isn't like 20 chapters to this game, and then you realize, like, okay,
They played it safe.
They played it really safe with this one, even though we finally got a sequel. It could have been a fan-made sequel. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't really. There was no obvious, you know, finishing touches from like that would only be introduced from, you know, a new take or. Yeah, and that's the shame.
Who knows? Maybe the inevitable sequel might be able to.
Maybe, depending on how
alleviate.
well it did. I mean, they brought back traps from other games. I think mostly number 2, and you know, a lot of the characters are the same, just different colors. So it's really unfortunate it didn't get like a totally new
reimagining.
story. Yeah, but I mean, hey, hopefully number 5 will
Be a little more
like an anime style. I would even go for that rather than, you know, something that looked like something from
8-bit
20 years
graphics.
ago.
Yeah.
And I like 8-bit graphics. I'm not Personally,
You're just
I
not
like
into
number
it.
1 and number 3 the best. Personally, and 2, I know a lot of people like number 2, but I feel like, you know, it looks really dated. Yeah, compared to the other games where they tried to sort of modernize the look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, like, I'm just gonna guess the sequel is probably gonna have an open world experience, kind of like River City Ransom, but
They tried that with Final Fight, but it didn't do too well, and it wasn't super polished, unfortunately. So we'll see. You know?
we'll see. Well, we're done here.
Yes. All right.
Keep on gaming.
Dragons. Keep on gaming.